Hello and welcome to this week's Principal's Message, the last of the autumn term. And I want to use this opportunity to say a huge thank you to you, the parents, the families of our incredible students. We are so grateful for your encouragement and your unstinting support throughout this term. We wish you a very, very well-earned winter break. Now, in this message, I'm going to be meeting with Dr. Neil Hopkin, who is the Director of Education for Fortis Education. And we're going to be talking about this, our latest award for the most innovative school in the UAE. It's going to be a fascinating conversation looking into the culture of innovation here at Sunmarke School. So without further ado, let's meet Dr. Neil Hopkin. Well, I'm absolutely delighted to welcome today Dr. Neil Hopkin.
Thank you.
We're here to celebrate the achievement of Sunmarke School, winning the most innovative school in the UAE, and I imagine it's the culmination of many years of hard work. Could you first of all tell us a little bit about how the school has fostered that culture of innovation?
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, it is something that we're celebrating and rejoicing. It's good to have recognition of what the school has tried to achieve and has managed to achieve. But you're quite right, that's happened over a long period of time, and really it lies at the innovation lies at the heart of Fortis Education. So we're big believers that you have to keep moving in education. Education generally is not very innovative. In fact, if you stack up the top 20 industries, education in terms of innovation, education scores 19th out of 20.
Oh, right.
The only one that's lower than that is government. And so the reality is that if you strive to be an innovative school, you're already in the elite in terms of performance, because you're trying to do something to keep abreast of time and to make sure that you're responding to changes that happen. And I think we saw that most clearly probably during COVID, that we had invested a great deal of time and effort and money into making sure that our schools were technologically very capable and on the front foot. Of course, COVID came along and we had to switch into online learning, whether that was synchronous or asynchronous. And many schools found themselves actually having to play very rapid catch-up. We didn't. We were almost able to turn a switch, and all of our students, our parents and our staff were fully conversant with those mechanisms. And I think that sort of vision of deciding we're not waiting for a crisis to happen to think, what should we do to innovate? We're already programmed and thinking and curious about what innovations we might be able to put in place. That's very much part of the DNA of Fortis Education. So yes, it's very much been part of what we've tried to achieve over decades, and we continue to do so. And I think as we see the advent of AI, we can see that there's even more need to keep doing that.
Absolutely, and maybe we could just drill down into one particular innovative project or initiative here.
Well, there are many things that we've done, and we could talk about many of the signature programs that we have here that are very innovative. But just for this conversation, I'll focus on the Fortis Institute, which is our online learning platform for our teachers, for our leaders, for our parents, for our outside activity providers. We have this one-stop shop, sort of a Fortis university, if you like, where everybody can develop themselves professionally, refine their understanding of key points of performance around the school's offer, and make sure that we're fully compliant for supporting educational visits and so on. And I think this has been innovative in the sense that the other organizations obviously offer online learning platforms, but what we do is have this unique blend of a lot of face-to-face time, a lot of mentoring and coaching, a lot of academic research from around the world, and it's a very complete offer to our staff. So it gives them an opportunity to invest further in their career, to upskill, to have time with people like yourself that are able to offer insights into educational leadership that they just simply wouldn't get anywhere else. And so having that particular platform at the Fortis Institute is something which has really revolutionized our ability not only to improve our staff's performance, but actually to retain staff, because at the same time they can see that we're investing significantly in their careers in ways that really matter. So we're investing in terms of time and understanding and skills, things that are intangible but actually super valuable. And what that has meant is that our signature programs, such as our STEAM program, which is also very innovative, and this year, of course, Sunmarke School, one of the STEAM teachers there got the best primary teacher. Only a couple of years ago, Regent International School, one of the teachers there, also out of the STEAM program, became primary teacher of the year too. So we're able to invest in programs like that and upskill our colleagues, but equally we do the same thing around our environmental studies program, financial literacy, and the whole pantheon of initiatives and innovations that we're able to offer are fueled by our constant professional development of our colleagues.
Yeah, that's great, and I should say that I've also been a beneficiary of Fortis Institute as a principal coming into Fortis Education, so I'll thank you and the team for that.
Glad it worked.
And one last question, thinking about innovation, what next? What next for Sunmark, for Fortis?
Well, who knows?
What are the big plans?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows what next really? We never know what's going to drop out of the sky on us, do we?
Right,
but what we do know that's in front of us now, which is more than challenging enough to keep us going, will be AI.
Right.
I think it's clear to all of us in whatever industry we work in that we can see that AI is going to radically change the nature of work, the kind of employment that people have, the kind of output that they're expected to produce. We can see that that's going to change, but within education there are going to be significant changes, and I think AI offers an opportunity for teachers to change the way that they mark and feedback on work, change the way that they adjust intervention plans for students, to move towards a more personalized curriculum, which is almost impossible to achieve down to an individual child basis. What we tend to find traditionally is that teachers will differentiate for various ability levels across their class, of course, as you know, but actually to get down to an individual child, their particular learning styles, even within a subject, the strengths and weaknesses within that subject is fantastically difficult to manage with a number of students in front of you. But AI will help considerably with that process. And of course it will enable students to be more empowered as independent learners themselves as well. So all of that will be there, along with the way that we can use AI to better service families' needs and to supply better information. That notion of just in time, we want just the right information at just the right time. All of these things will be supported by AI. So across the organization, both in terms of our interaction with students, the techniques and strategies that teachers can employ, our interface with parents, and all of the back office that comes with organizing a large school with a number of students there and families with varying needs. All of that will be supported by AI, but it's going to require a considerable level of thought and design and consideration. But I mean, we're very comfortable with what innovation involves. We have to be at the point where we're pushing forward, where we know that sometimes you'll meet failure, and that failure is just that first step in success. And so I think that notion of being hungry to improve, being curious about how successful our strategies are, and seeking to iterate those and improve them in the future has been the hallmark of what Sunmark has done, what it will continue to do, and ultimately has been recognised with this reward.
Well, thank you. Very inspiring stuff. Big projects, lots of risks to take, but I'm excited about the journey, and I know the colleagues are too. So thank you very much indeed, Dr. Neil Hopkin.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, and thank you.